welcome to the Fantasy Football videocast of the Houghton Heroes Fantasy League. I'm your host, Dan. I'm sorry about last week. Didn't have a video posted. A lot of changes have been going around in the videocast studio, so I apologize about that. And also, today's video is going to lack in duration, but what it lacks in duration, it will make up in quality. So first off, I'm going to recap last week's game really quick. Holly beat Steve. She won the pants. Kavi was victorious over Carl. Kyle squeaked out a win against Jake very narrowly, however. Benda beat Simon, and I absolutely crushed Drew. Sorry about that. Moving Kavi and Holly to 3-0 atop their division, and myself and Kyle atop our division, although Kyle a game ahead of me. Standings look pretty much like they did at the end of last year. Now, I did say that we are very short in time this week, so I'd like to bring in our sponsor, Sacco Cream. We thank you for everything you do for us and appreciate your support. Now, this is after the Thursday's games that I am posting this video, and I apologize about that, but I don't think that the games will really affect my picks for this week, and I'm going to jump right into them right away. First off, I have Kavi beating Steve. I think Terrell Pryor won't play this week, Steve, therefore you have no quarterback slotted to play today. I think that's a big hit. Kavi takes this one. Carl over Drew. I think Carl has too much firepower on his team, and plus Drew, right now you're in a strong Sacco position even though you're not last in the league. I have Holly beating Kyle. Yes, officially Holly beating Kyle is what I said. I'm now officially on the bandwagon. I think what she's been doing, I just think that she knows what she's doing now. I'm a believer. I'm on the bandwagon. Holly hands Kyle first loss of the year. I have Benda over Jake. I can't really explain why. I just think this is going to happen. And I have myself, of course, beating Simon. If my predictions come true, this means that I am now, would be, atop of our division, tied with Kyle, but I believe I will have more points by the end of week 4, and because that is the tiebreaker, I am coming for... What?
Don't slip up or get cut.
Why not, man?
I'm coming for that number 1 spot.
Alright.
Rappers swearing they own tough. But I'm coming for that number 1 spot.
And that is my prediction for week 4. I hope everyone has a good week this week. But before I leave, I have a very special presentation which deserves no introductions. So without further ado, roll the tape! And welcome to the Finer Things in Life with our co-host Andrew Blake. We're currently in the wilderness. We attempted to find our league mate Andrew Benda. We understand he has spent many a time in the wilderness. We were unable to locate him amongst the foliage we have around us, but we were able to locate this pristine condition, allowing us to contemplate the finer things in life. Now, Andrew, what will we be contemplating today?
Well, I'd like to start, since we're in this beautiful scenic location,
That we are.
is 1 in the hand really worth 2 in the bush?
And that is one of the age-old questions. Is 1 in the hand really worth 2 in the bush? Andrew, is it?
I'm not really finding any conclusive evidence.
That's true.
Around here.
If one was to put 1 in his hand, would that really be worth 2 that are in the bush?
I think that to answer this question, you have to know what we're counting. Because right now, I don't have 2 more of anything that I only had 1 of before.
This is true. One must have 2 to know the value of 1. And now next, I think what we should contemplate is one of our favorite modern-day rappers. And I understand you know a little bit about him, Andrew.
I have done a little bit of research.
Yes, tell us more about this.
So, I would like to kind of delve into this question and see what you think about this lyric and maybe what it can mean to you. My girl got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty.
Ah, one of our favorite lyrics from the rapper 2 Chainz, formerly known as Titty Boy. In the birthday song, which accompanies many of his rap fellow artists, he leads off one of the choruses with the line Andrew just presented us with. Now, one is immediately led to believe that because she is called Big Booty, she must have a big booty. But if we delve in a little bit deeper, as our colleague Andrew has already done already with one in the hand, two in the bush, we think of booty in another sense. She has a large booty, which makes me think she must be a very notorious pirate. And because of her notoriety in the pillaging and plundering arena, the only uh, the only accurate response or accurate name one would give to her would be Big Booty. Would you agree, Andrew?
You know, I believe that that is almost word for word what I found on Rap Genius when I looked up what is the meaning.
I see.
That's a solid assessment.
Your friends here out in the wilderness, hosting the finer things in life, backed by Rap Genius. Credibility at its finest. Do we have anything else we might like to ponder?
How about the play of Christian Ponder? Will it improve? Will the Vikings win a single game this season?
Pondering the value of ponder. This is quite perplexing, Mr. Drew. Let's lead off with your thoughts.
I believe that we can beat the Steelers in London this week because the Steelers are terrible.
The Steelers are terrible. That is conclusive. You must not have to go into the wilderness to find this fact out. However, the pondering of Mr. Ponder must continue into his own teammates' abilities. He does have one of the greatest running backs ever to walk the earth.
In Adrian
Peterson, that is right. However, he does have a very eligible backup in Matt Castle. Do you see this playing any play into this next week's game?
Well, I was at this last week's game in Minneapolis, and I don't think the fans have a whole lot of support for Christian right now. At one point, I heard chants of "Kill Christian" along with "Ponder sucks." So I don't think that the majority of the fan base has a whole lot of confidence. So maybe that could lead to a quarterback controversy a little later in the year.
It seems as if the Vikings fans need to ponder their own feelings about Christian Ponder before they shout obscenities next time. Is that what I'm getting at?
Perhaps they should look a little harder and see that maybe given a little more time to develop, he could be the guy.
Time does cure all ailments. And with that, we will bid you adieu here from the beautiful wilderness here. And I'm your host, Dan, along with my co-host, Andrew, for Andrew's Finer Things in Life. I'd like to thank Mr. Andrew Blake for his contribution to the video this week, and obviously, and always, our supporters at Sacco Cream. Not everyone can be the Sacco, but everyone can take care of their Sacco Cream. Thanks again, guys. Good week. Good luck in week 4.